Kelly Clarkson canceled the opening shows of her highly anticipated Las Vegas residency just minutes before she was set to take the stage. The sudden announcement affected the launch of her new series of performances titled Chemistry, an intimate night with Kelly Clarkson held at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace. Fans who had arrived early for the first night were informed shortly before the scheduled start time that the performance had been called off. The residency was originally set to begin on July 4th and continue with a limited number of performances throughout the summer. The cancellation affected the first few nights, and while Clarkson's team and Caesars did not immediately provide a detailed reason, sources close to the event pointed to a combination of logistics and internal planning issues. Caesars Palace issued a statement through ticketing platforms that informed attendees the show would not be going ahead as planned and that refunds would be processed automatically. There was no mention of illness, production failure, or weather-related disruptions. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe. We bring you the latest updates around celebrities. According to industry insiders, a major concern surrounding the launch of Clarkson's residency was ticket sales. Reports indicated that only 30 to 40% of seats had been sold in the days leading up to the premiere. By showtime, over 70% of the venue's capacity was reportedly still on hold or unsold. The ticket pricing ranged from around $59 for standard seating to nearly $900 for premium sections. Despite Clarkson's star power and the intimate nature of the shows being promoted, attendance projections were significantly below expectations. Some insiders suggested that the high ticket prices and relatively short marketing window may have contributed to the underwhelming sales. Clarkson had previously promoted the residency as a personal, stripped-down performance style that would showcase live vocals and raw instrumentation. She referred to the shows as being like a night in the studio rather than a high-production spectacle. The concept was built around creating a setting that mimicked the sound and feel of her Chemistry album, allowing the audience to experience something close to a studio session. In the weeks leading up to the premiere, Clarkson also emphasized that this residency would be intentionally limited in scale. Unlike traditional Vegas residencies that run for dozens of dates, hers was designed to be brief, with a carefully chosen set list and curated performance elements. That strategy may have made it harder to generate momentum and visibility with typical Vegas showgoers. The sudden cancellation just minutes before opening night sparked confusion and speculation. Attendees who had already entered the venue or arrived at Caesars Palace were given notice via loudspeakers and on-site staff. Refunds were issued automatically for those who purchased through the official box office or verified vendors. As of now, no alternate dates have been announced for the canceled shows. The remaining dates listed for the July and August run are still scheduled, pending confirmation. Clarkson and her team have not commented publicly about the cancellation beyond the official refund notices. Caesars Palace has also not issued any follow-up beyond their initial ticketing communication. NBC Universal, which produces The Kelly Clarkson Show, issued a brief statement indicating that the cancellation had no bearing on her daytime television series. The show is currently on its scheduled summer hiatus, and production is expected to resume later this year. The network emphasized that Clarkson remains committed to both her music and television careers, and that no changes have been made to her future filming calendar. Clarkson's Las Vegas residency was promoted as part of a major shift in her career direction. Following the release of Chemistry and the ongoing success of her talk show, the residency was meant to reintroduce her live performance energy to fans after a long gap caused by the pandemic and personal life changes. While the specific cause behind the minute-by-minute cancellation remains unconfirmed, ticket sales data combined with behind-the-scenes logistics appear to have played a major role. Some sources hinted at internal concerns regarding the readiness of staging, technical elements, or musical direction, though none of those were officially confirmed. Leading up to the scheduled opening night, Clarkson had made several media appearances to promote the residency. During a segment on The Today Show, she described the performances as deeply personal and different from typical large-scale Vegas shows. She emphasized live vocals, minimal choreography, and emotional connection over spectacle. Her promotional approach focused on creating what she called a musical experience, where the focus would be on storytelling through the Chemistry album's track list. The venue, the Coliseum at Caesars Palace, was chosen specifically for its acoustics and seated configuration, allowing for a more intimate performance than a standard arena tour. Despite the artistic direction and critical anticipation surrounding the Residency, the short window between its announcement and the opening dates may have hindered ticket momentum. While Clarkson had completed successful runs on television and studio recordings, her recent public performances have been limited. The Residency was expected to mark a return to consistent stage work but faced logistical issues from the outset. Production crews involved with the show have not issued any public explanation or post-cancellation updates. All crew members under contract with Caesars or Clarkson's team have remained silent about the exact issues encountered. Neither Clarkson nor any of her management personnel have shared a public post addressing fans or confirming future adjustments. The initial refund communications provided no rescheduled dates, leading to uncertainty about whether the canceled shows will be added back into the calendar. As of now, Caesars has retained the remaining performance dates for July and August on its website. However, ticket sales data shows availability for nearly all sections, with dynamic pricing models reflecting fluctuating demand. Some industry experts have noted that Clarkson's show concept, centered on a raw, studio-style format, may not align with standard expectations for a Las Vegas performance. Typical residencies at the Coliseum involve heavy production, visual effects, and extended runs. By contrast, Clarkson's approach was niche, aimed at dedicated fans of the Chemistry album and her acoustic live style. The structure of the Residency also coincided with The Kelly Clarkson Show entering hiatus. The timing was meant to give Clarkson space to focus on the Vegas run without overlapping with daytime production. NBC Universal confirmed that no changes have been made to the fall production schedule of the show and that Clarkson's role as host remains unaffected by the Residency cancellations. Reports from attendees on site described the cancellation process as abrupt but organized. Staff distributed refund information and ushered guests out of the venue. There was no on-stage announcement, no substitute event, and no official appearance by Clarkson on the night of cancellation. All communication was handled through Caesars venue staff and automated ticketing systems. This isn't the first time a Las Vegas Residency has faced disruption. Over the past decade, several major artists have delayed or restructured opening dates due to venue, production, or internal complications. However, last-minute cancellations, especially on an opening night, are rare. The optics of the incident added pressure to Clarkson's team to clarify the status of the Residency and maintain public confidence in the remaining dates. The future of the Residency now depends on whether Clarkson and Caesars Palace choose to publicly address the cancellations and offer rescheduled dates. For now, all further performances are listed as on schedule and no additional shows have been removed or added since the initial disruption.